We can tell how much you love yourself by what you spend your time doing. We can tell how much you love yourself by what you are eating. This man said, no, we want the Evian, bottled, alkaline, please, sparkling. Well, excuse me. We can tell how you feel about yourself by the quality of water you drink. We can tell how much you love yourself by the partner you choose. When you love yourself, being broke is not an option. Women who take the time to look presentable before they leave the house, we can tell how they feel about themselves. And we treat them differently than women who act like they don't care what they look like. Just saying. Hi guys, it's Nija. Welcome back to my channel. I help awakened women create their dream life through manifestation techniques. So today we are going to talk more about self-love because it seems like a lot of you women are loving this topic and want to know how you can manifest more incredible things into your life through self-love. I talk about mirror gazing, creating an altar for yourself. I talk about writing yourself a love letter. In this video, we're going to talk about how to know how you really feel about yourself. The download that I received is we can tell how much you love yourself. We can see it. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you guys how. We can tell how much you love yourself by what you spend your time doing. How do you spend your time? Your time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone, it's gone. If you are choosing to waste your time in life, not creating your dream life, not doing things that you love, you are wasting your life. We can tell how much you love yourself by what you're spending your time doing, or how little you love yourself by what you're spending your time doing. We can tell how much you love yourself by what you are eating. This is a really it's a tough love message. I promise you, these are not my own ideas. They're downloaded into me, but they wanted me to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. We can tell how much you love yourself by what you're putting in your body. I am talking to myself too, so please do not ever think that I have it all together. I make these videos for myself as well. But when you are only consuming fast food, when you are only consuming low vibrational food, when you're only consuming food that is not alive, we can tell how much you love yourself. We can see it. Have you ever just looked at somebody and said, you know how they feel about themselves by how they show up in the world? We know how you feel about yourself by how you show up in the world. I can tell how you feel about yourself based on the fact that you ate 2 large pizzas in one sitting while you were binging out on Netflix. I can tell how much you love yourself. I can tell how much you love yourself when the only thing that you are consuming is fast food. I'm telling this to myself as well. There was a period where I just, I'm like, where's the value menu? What's the cheapest thing that I can eat today? Where's McDonald's? Where's Taco Bell? Give me the value menu. I could tell how little I loved myself by what I was feeding myself because I didn't feel like I was worthy of eating high vibrational food. We can tell how much you love yourself by what you're putting in your body. Are you hydrating? What quality of water are you drinking? Are you drinking distilled water or are you drinking spring water? We can tell how much you love yourself by the preferences you choose. Can I tell you guys a quick story time? Once I went on a date with this guy and it was a really nice fancy restaurant, right? And I don't know if he was just trying to impress me or what, but when the server came, they said, hey, what can I get you guys to drink? And I love it when the man orders for me. I tell him what I want, and then he tells the waiter what we want. And the waiter's like, okay, can I get you guys some water to start? And he's like, yes, can we get some, I forget what he said. He was like, can we get some Evian? Can we get some sparkling? Can we get some, he named a particular water and it was bottled and it was spring and it was alkaline. And I was like, oh my, I don't know if he's just trying to impress me or if this is what he drinks, but in my head, when the server's like, can I get you guys some water? They're like, yeah, we'll get you guys some tap water out the back. No, this man said, no, we want the Evian, bottled, alkaline, please, sparkling. Well, excuse me, I can tell how much he loves himself by what kind of water he's ordering for the table. By the water. I don't know if you guys know this, but water is very important. If you drink, water is not created equal. I'm going on a little side tangent at this moment, but it's relevant, right? Distilled water, some waters like Aquafina and Dasani and all these other waters actually have sodium in them that dry your body out. Okay, so while you're thinking, oh, I'm so healthy, I'm being hydrated, you can drink water that is the equivalent of drinking alcohol. Like, it just like depletes your body, does nothing for you, just sloshes around in your body, right? Or you can drink spring water, you can drink alkaline water, you can drink electrolyte water that is actually fueling and improving your body, your skin cells, your movement, all of this stuff. Like, we can tell how you feel about yourself by the quality of water you drink. I know, it's bougie, it's crazy, like, come for your mama, not me. I'm just putting you guys on some game. When I go to the grocery store from now on, I'm looking for spring water. I'm looking for alkaline water. I'm looking for, you know, water that has the hydrogen molecules in it that is good for me. You know, I'm looking for high quality water. You can tell how I feel about myself by how I hydrate myself, right? Just putting that out there. So think about that. What are you putting in your body? We can tell how you feel about yourself by what you're drinking. I had this girlfriend, and every time I go over to her house, she's like, would you like some water? And she's got like Fiji water, right? She has like the best quality water. She always offers you Fiji water. She always offers you, there's like glass jarred water, sparkling water, just high quality water. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so fancy when I come over here. I can tell how she feels about herself by the quality of water she's putting in her body. Okay, side tangent, let's move along. I can tell how you feel about yourself by the partner you choose. We can tell how much you love yourself by the partner you choose. There was this video on TikTok, and no shade to the creator because I don't know these people, but it was a baby reveal, like a gender reveal party, right? And the way that they were gonna reveal the baby's gender, you guys have probably seen this, maybe not, who knows if you're on TikTok. The wife, the woman who was pregnant with the baby, looked like she's about to pop, had these boxing gloves on her hands, and the husband was gonna punch her hands until the color pops out of the glove. And he was like hitting her so aggressively at this gender reveal. And now, I'm not trying to tell you what kind of relationship they have, but I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't be kicking and punching my pregnant wife as a gender reveal. Again, like, we don't know the backstory. Maybe he's a professional boxer. That's what he loves to do. Who knows? But we can tell how much you love yourself based on the partner you choose. If you are constantly calling your girlfriends, complaining about how awful the guy you're seeing is, how he doesn't pay attention to you, how he doesn't text you, he doesn't call you, he doesn't take you out to dates, we can tell how much you love yourself based on the partner you choose. We can tell how little you love yourself based on the partner you choose. Now, I'm not victim shaming when I say this next thing, but those of you guys who keep finding yourselves in narcissistic relationships, or relationships where the guy is always cheating on you, or relationships where it feels like he doesn't care you, you're always feeling abandoned by these people, we can tell how much you love yourself by the partner that you choose. It's very simple to see. Okay? Stop calling your friends and complaining about your partner or your significant other or the guy that you're talking to, because we can see how much or how little you love yourself by the person that you're choosing to be with. Just saying. Okay? You want to cultivate more self-love for yourself? Choose someone who is elite. You become elite so you can choose someone who is elite. Right? You become your best self so you can choose somebody who is their best self. You love yourself so much that you choose somebody who loves you so much. You do not choose somebody who doesn't love you or is disrespectful to you when you love yourself. When you love yourself, you're looking for kings. You're looking for champions. Vice versa, because there are a lot of men out there right now who really hate women, who are afraid to spend money on women, who are like, F these bops. F these hoes, F these bops. We can see how much you love yourself by how you think about the opposite sex, right? I love men. I'm not mad at them. You know why? Because I choose high quality men. And if there's a man out there who is not high quality, I'm not going to waste my energy hating on him, telling him he's not shit. I don't see him. He's not an option for me because I love myself, right? When you love yourself, you don't have hate for the opposite sex, right? The ones who are not at your level, the ones who are not up to par, you don't even see them, okay? I don't, you know that thing they're saying, I choose the bear, I choose the bear? I don't see low quality men. They are not an option for me. They're not an option for me. So I don't slander men. I don't hate men. I love men. I love masculine energy. I love masculine men. Okay? I love men who love women. And men who hate women, I don't see them. They're not an option for me. Okay? We can tell how you feel about yourself by who you're choosing as your partner. I digress. We can tell how you feel about yourself based on how you look, how you carry yourself. When you go into the grocery store, do you look like this or do you look like that? When you're running a quick errand to the bank or to the gas station, do you look like this or do you look like that? We can tell how you feel about yourself by how you're showing up in the world. Now, this is no judgment, because like sometimes I'm in my lazy girl era and I want to just like walk my dog and look like I don't even care what, like I just rolled up out of the bed. But you will notice people treat you so much differently when you take the time to look presentable before you leave your house. Women who take the time to look presentable before they leave the house, we can tell how they feel about themselves. And we treat them differently than women who act like they don't care what they look like. Have you ever noticed? Like, this is sad but true. Have you ever looked not that great and you've gone like to a restaurant or something and the service is shit? Because they're like, we don't care about you because you don't care about you, right? But have you ever showed up somewhere looking really nice, your hair's done, your makeup's done, you have a nice outfit on, maybe you have some heels, or maybe you don't, but you just look like you put two thoughts together before you left your house this morning? How do people treat you? They can tell that you love yourself and that you command a certain level of excellence. We can tell how you feel about yourself based on how you leave the house. Ooh, this one hurts. It hurts me. Because sometimes I'm like, I just want to like I just want to leave my house. I just want to like run my errand and I want no one to look at me and I just want to do what I got to do and I want to get back in the house. Well, guess what? If you want people to treat you with respect, and especially if you're a black woman, I know, I hate to say it. I mean, like, if you're any type of woman, I get it. But, like, you know, if you are a certain woman, you know there is a difference in how people treat you, right? I don't mean to make it a race thing. People are like, why is it always going to be a race? This is the reality and world that we live in, okay? Argue with your mom. All I'm saying is look like somebody when you leave the house if you want to be treated like somebody. We can tell how you feel about yourself based on how you leave the house. Okay? That's all I'm going to say on that. We can tell how much you love yourself based on your money. How does your money look? Ooh, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate it. I hate this. I hate that we have to talk about this. I hate it. I hate it. Because I've been there, you know? When you love yourself, being broke is not an option. When you love yourself, not having money in the bank account is not an option. When you love yourself, living in poverty is not an option. We can tell how highly you think about yourself based on what that bank account looks like. Ugh! It hurts! Ow! It hurts! Ugh! You know? But when you know that you're worthy of being provided for, you're worthy of being taken care of, you're worthy of being financially well off, we can tell how much you love yourself by how much effort you're putting into taking care of yourself. Financially as well. We can tell how much you love yourself based on what that savings account looks like. Ooh, can we talk about it, ladies? Because women are so afraid of money. Can we talk about it? Right? This also has to do with how you feel about masculine energy, and this time I'm not talking about men, I'm talking about masculine energy. A lot of feminine women are afraid of masculine energy. A lot of feminine women are afraid of money. We can tell how much you love yourself based on what that bank account looks like. We can tell how much you love yourself based on how that savings account looks like. okay? It's not just about, oh, I want a provider, I want a man who provides. Do you provide for yourself? How dare you ask a man to provide for you when you cannot provide for yourself? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because I've been that girl before. I've been that stupid, dumb girl before who was like, oh, I just want a man who provides for me. Like, yeah, today I know I want a man who provides for me, but guess what? I gotta provide for me too, because I'll be damned if I end up in another situation where a man is financially dominant over me and I can't leave. Been there. Been there. Women who have been there, drop it in the comments. Share some wisdom with your sisters. Okay? So we can tell how much you love yourself based on what that bank account looks like. And if anything I'm saying is triggering, or you're like, ooh, I don't like, okay, I do walk out the house looking crazy sometimes. Ooh, my bank account is looking a little crazy sometimes. Ooh, the way I do waste a lot of time doing a lot of bullshit sometimes. No big deal. I'm making this video to bring awareness to these things so that you can show yourself a deeper level of self-love. When you know what self-love looks like, you can love yourself even deeper. This is how we create our dream life. This is how we manifest our dream life. We must be aware of what the creation looks like, right? All right. We can tell how much you love yourself based on what those goals are. Do you have goals? Are you striving to do something in life? What are you trying to be? What are you creating? We can tell how much you love yourself based on how ambitious you are. And I'm not talking about hustle culture, because you know how I feel about hustling. I just don't feel like hustling is always necessary, okay? I'm not gonna be on my grind. That's not what I wanna do. That's not what's gonna make life enjoyable for me and fulfilling for me. But we can tell how much you love yourself based on those goals. If somebody asks you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? We can see how much you love yourself based on what your answer is. If somebody were to ask you, where do you see yourself in 10 years? We can tell how much you love yourself based on what that answer is. Or the lack of the answer. If you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm just gonna see what happens. We can tell how much you love yourself. Yeah? You ever asked a man, where do you see yourself in a year? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And they just have some bullshit answer. You can see how much he loves himself. Ladies, please do not, and I'm making a video about this next, so we'll get into it, but like, who you partner yourself with is so important. We can tell how much you love yourself based on who you're choosing for yourself. Does that man have a plan for his future? Does that man have a plan for your future? We can tell how much you love yourself based on who you're partnering yourself with. We can tell how much you love yourself or how little you love yourself based on what those goals are. Do you have goals? Are you creating your dream life? What does the future look like for you? Do you know? Do you have desires, hopes, dreams, wishes? If the answer is no, we can tell how much you love yourself. We can see it. All right? We talked about how you show up. We can see how much you love yourself based on how you show up in the world. What do you look like? Where are you going? Where are you spending your time? We can tell how much you love yourself, right? And I'm almost done with this list. How you dress, we can tell how much you love yourself. If you are showing up, and I don't mean to call anybody out if you dress this way, like love yourself, I'm just sharing the download. I'm getting the download of women who dress very scantily because they want attention. We can tell how little you love yourself based on how you're dressing. Because you only feel validated when people are looking at you in a provocative way. We can tell how much you love yourself by how you're dressing. When you think you have to have all your titties out so that people will look at you, we know why. Because you don't feel highly of yourself unless people are gawking at you, because you don't feel like you have value unless you're being seductive and seducing people. We can tell how highly or how little you feel about yourself based on how you dress. And this is not to say that if you're a feminine woman, you can't have your cleavage out, you know, that's fine. Free the tatas, right? But why are your titties out and your thighs out and your ass cheeks out We can tell how much you love yourself, right? You're doing that because you need attention, because you don't give yourself attention. You're doing that because you're trying to get people to fill your cup and it's empty by telling you that you look good, you look sexy. You're getting the wrong attention. We can tell how much you love yourself by how you're dressing. We can tell. Even if it's not dressing scantily, right? If you're always wearing, what did Drake say? Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, right? Yeah, that's cool when you're kicking it with your whoever. But if that's how you're constantly showing up, how do you feel about yourself? Really? Truly? Honestly? No shade. It's just a question. How do you truly feel about yourself? Some of us got to step it up a notch. Step it up a notch. Okay, last things. We can tell how you feel about yourself based on who your friends are. This probably should have been a little bit higher on the list, but let's talk about it. Who are you spending your time with? What kind of quality of friends do you have? Right? Do you have the kind of friends where when she's beefing with her boyfriend, she's like, I'm about to go key his car. I'm about to go pop his tires. Girl, birds of a feather flock together. We can tell how much you love yourself by who your friends are. Who are you calling bestie? Who are you calling bestie? Are you surrounding yourself with high quality women, or are you surrounding yourself with low quality women? We can tell how much you love yourself by who you are associating with. I'm gonna leave that there. The last thing I want to say is we can tell how you feel about yourself based on how you're talking about yourself. What does the self-talk look like? Are you telling yourself you can do it? I'm proud of you. I love you. Or are you saying, oh my God, you look like shit today? Oh my God, I can't believe you can't figure this. Like, what does the self-talk look like? Monitor the self-talk, because you will see how much or how little you love yourself based on how you speak to yourself. This is just a quick list, food for thought, because all the women who watch me, we are dream life creators. Our mission is to create our dream life with intentionality, right? We are manifesting the life that we love. But you cannot manifest the life that you love if you do not love yourself. And so all of these examples I showed you are clear indications of how you feel about yourself. Okay? Tough love message. Because I love you, right? Because I love me. Because these are things that I want to focus on and cultivate a better reality for myself. And I want you guys to focus on and cultivate a better reality for yourself. Before you call in love, before you call in the money, before you call in the glitz, the glam, like let's get down to the basics. Self-love, self-obsession, self-love on crack, right? All right. My name is Nija Sym. I help awaken women create their dream life. If you want my help creating your dream life, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with me. My links are down below. I love you guys so much. Don't hate me too bad for this message, because I love you and I want to see you create your dream life. I will see you in my next video. Bye.